Hi guys, quick run through the trades today. Well, actually, this is one trade I didn't take in the room. I have to say, had the room open, but I didn't actually voice what I was doing here. I bought this level here and sold just under here, so missed out. So got that much of that part of the room. I basically just didn't want to hang around for a long time and manage the trade. I just took it off into the first half hour before the data came out. Okay, that was on the Dow. So this was on the pound yen. I bought this in the room. It looked messy, looked weak, but it was a very, very good fib level and took it off just in front of this monthly pivot. And we spent a whole US session bouncing around this monthly pivot. So that was good. And I scalped the Aussie US but missed the main move of the day. I did, let me think, I can't remember what I did now. Yeah, okay, I've just looked at the timing, just to remind myself what I did. I took a small move into that resistance and then took another small move into that 50 EMA. What I didn't do, because this time closed the platform, is take that 89. That would have been good to put a bid out for that one because that has done well. That's currently 30 points and could be the one that starts to lift this back up again. Right, so that's enough of that. So let's just look at the daily charts and see where we are. We'll start with the Aussie US. So we're not doing it. We're staying in this box. I was hoping we poked out of the box, drifted back down to the support. Now we're just sitting in this range, so we are struggling, to put it mildly. We've got an 8 and 20 cross there, literally just crossing here. So all the time we're bumping into this resistance and not doing it, then I need to stay away. So I've grabbed a few points from it and I'm currently leaving it. Pound yen. This is a very, very interesting chart. This instrument has got a habit of having a nice run and just pulling back and going again, pulling back and going again, pulling back and going again. And all we've done so far is come back. Can't even be bothered to touch 170 at the moment. There's the monthly pivot I'm talking about. So if we break that high tomorrow, we've got FOMC tomorrow, so I think we're going to be nice and slow. If we bust up here, then I would be a buyer to see if we can get back, see if we can wind our way back up to these highs again. Alright, I said in my prediction for 2014 that I would expect at least the gap to fill. Not quite got a gap fill yet, but if we hold here, then we're going to engulf yesterday's bar. So that would set us up well for US jobs on Friday and FOMC tomorrow, Wednesday, to see if we can possibly break out. But for any kind of reversal bar up here, and obviously we all need to get short. Well, if you want to get short, you need to get short to see if that can start to at least retest the monthly pivot. But in the meantime, I am bullish this market, and I'm looking for stocks that I can sweep up to make use of this momentum. Back to Forex, and that's a stopping bar on the pound yen on the monthly pivot. So this is a very, very good chart. If we hold that into today, and any pullbacks to the 104.30.25 area to be bought, to see if we can climb up to 105. No guarantees, of course. You'll need a stop underneath this low, just in case we decide to want to come out to test 103. Dollar pairs, nowhere near as good. Very range bound, tough to trade. Got a 100 and 200 EMA crossover above the 60-minute chart on this one, and it's creating. We could overnight see it all selling, because if that breaks down that could come toppling over. In the meantime, we've got this 50 EMA, just, you know, all the touches are getting bought. So we could just come down for FOMC and then push up, but be wary. With FOMC around the corner, it's coming to be a bit range bound, and we are range bound in the euro. Not touched the euro at all today, not inclined to touch it, but the 600's got bought and we're up here 136.33. Break the highs. We've got ECB rate decision and Bank of England rate decision on Thursday. So break out of this. We're going to break out of this range here at some point. Now, whether that's to get back up to the highs or roll over, bear in mind we're under the 50 EMA and under that resistance. The path of least resistance could well be to the downside. So I would look for any short signals as we get closer to ECB. Otherwise, I'll just sit in my hands and wait till ECB is out of the way. What's the US we just looked at? Pound Aussie dollar. Let's keep a track on this one. So this one is looking good. We're going to close above the monthly pivot here, but we can't close above the daily 8. Always be suspicious of charts that can't close above the daily 8. So a lot of selling into resistance. 50 EMA creeping round. Let's see. If you're lucky enough to buy the lows at 182.45.50 area, then you're doing okay. You're doing well. This 60-minute chart has a lot of congestion above as well. Look at gold. Gold is getting rejected from that daily 50 EMA, hence the pressure on the Aussie US dollar. The oil, we've got invents tomorrow and FOMC, so very, very low volume at the moment, but any test of this trend line might trigger a push back up to 96. If we do start closing higher, I'll be a buyer, because then this could be a lovely W pattern. But in the meantime, you know, we're in a downtrend. Down, pullback, down. We could pull back and just go and start sinking towards S3. I'm steering clear of it at the moment, not doing anything with it. And I think the corn, let me just try and pull this up a bit. The corn is trying to, trying to consolidate. Huge box down here. I would just give this a bit more time to see if we can retest that hammer, and if that holds, then I do think this is buyable now, but I'm just wanting to see if we can get a better price. So notice a lot of these charts are hovering around monthly pivots. Down the yen, Dow, and now the corn. Okay, stocks. Let's do the stocks in the same video. I've been talking a lot about the banks. Bank of America, Barclays Bank. I call this 255. Nice cluster pattern down here. Any pullback to 275 are to be bought, because we're getting extended up there. Lloyd's has busted up as well. Any pullbacks to 81. We are high RSI here. Just be warned, we are high RSI. Look at that pattern up here. This trend line, horizontal line across the top, nice wedge. Premier Foods is a little static, and if you're interested in that one, just give it a little bit more time. First Group is doing well, very extended. That now needs a pullback. Big Sky B has had a good run and moving sideways. 3i, ooh, right at the top of the box with a very nasty red bar. So we've gapped up and closed lower. At the very least, I would wait for a pullback to that. Ideally, I would want a full pullback to 372 before getting that. Yeah, these box plays on the big liquid stocks are nice, and that is a lovely pattern. And what else have I got for you? Let's look at some continue the UK side. eShore, lovely move up. Look how this 50 EMA always got tested. Love this stock. Let's hope it goes sideways a lot and pulls back, because I do think that is in 2014 it's got a lot to go for it. I think Tate is a good buy. Tate is a buy at the monthly pivot 795. Let's see if that can break out of that pattern there. Man Group, been watching Man Group for a long time, but under that, these lows got bought. I think these were low risk entries down here. All of this area here was a low risk entry to me. All of this area here was low risk, because now we've busted up. So let's see if we get a retest of 85. But I think that's a buy, because I think we could ultimately really start to get going this year and head up to this area there, possibly to test 100. That's EMG Man Group. US. Bank of America has been doing well. That's pulling right back. I would wait till 1600 if you want to get into that one. Goldman's. I would wait till we get a full retest. That's very, very high. We may only see 173 on that one. Potash coming back. I want this to come back. I want 32 on that. Nuance struggling. SanDisk, that's a good setup. That's a buy at 690. Let's see if we can crack that high. Star Scientific. Ooh, really fell out of favour. That is a reversal pattern. I would definitely buy that with a stop under that low. This is a US stock, STSI, Star Scientific. If we close here today, then look for a pullback tomorrow, because I think this has been a pretty good stock. When we've done reversal pattern there, we got a push up into resistance. We did a reversal pattern here, broke out of that and did a nice run. I would risk a certain amount of capital. I mean, you could go half size if you don't like reversal patterns, but I would risk money on that to see if that holds and can climb up. Alright, I'll leave it there, and let's have a look at eBay. eBay is a nasty stock. I'm going to steer clear of that. It does look as if it could possibly reverse there, but if we hold up here, then that could start to fill the gap tomorrow. Okay, I'll leave it there, and feedback welcome, and catch up with you soon.